bago, no?
Fresh.
Para...
Napakilala na ba natin sila Noel sa bike? Public red naman ako eh. Like church, nobody's sitting.
Parang 5 years ago lang we met about 5 years ago.
Magandang hapon po sa kanilang lahat. Ang pangalan po ay si Agnes Manalson. I'm one of the members of the board of Gawad Kalinga, Canada. We're really delighted to have you here with us today to participate in sharing the forum on social entrepreneurship addressing poverty, which is hosted by Gawad Kalinga, Canada.
Good evening, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. I'm happy to be part of this forum on social entrepreneurship in addressing poverty. Mr. Meloto, or Tito Tony as we fondly call him, and I met in Paris when I was posted there. And we were reminiscing a while ago that we used to issue so many visas to French volunteers who wanted to go to the Philippines for work in Gawad Kalinga. And I think Fabian here is was one of them. Bonsoir, Fabian. Mga kababayan, ladies and gentlemen, as you may know, or if not yet, I'm happy to report to you that Philippine economic performance in 2016 is quite encouraging. The economy grew by about 6.8%, the fastest growing among the major Asian emerging economies. China grew by about 6.7%, while Vietnam by 6.2%. The Philippines has gradually transformed from Asia's economic laggard to one of its better, if not one of the best performing. While this gives us reason to be optimistic about the future, the government believes that economic growth cannot be meaningful if it is not inclusive and felt by all. Thus, the government continues to embark on poverty reduction programs and to pursue progress in an exclusive, sustainable, and resilient manner. The 5-year medium-term Philippine Development Plan, which covers 2017 to 2022, is anchored on our vision of the Philippines 25 years from now, which is encapsulated in Ambition 2040. It is our vision that by the year 2040, the country is a prosperous, middle-class society where no one is poor. Hangad po natin na sa pagsapit ng taong 2040, bawat Pilipino ay nabubuhay ng matatag, maginhawa at panatag. I am confident that Gawad Kalinga, with its current thrust on social entrepreneurship, will continue to be a vital partner in achieving Ambition 2040. Social entrepreneurship will allow us to think beyond merely survival, think beyond what's going to be for the next meal, and into reaching our full potentials as human beings. I wish Gawad Kalinga more success in the future, as it undertakes its trust on social entrepreneurship, and especially in improving people's lives and in building empowered, vibrant, and resilient communities. Thank you and good evening and welcome to Toronto, Tito Tony.
Taken us in different parts of the world, and even our congen here. She was there when we were just starting the work in France. And it was, again, another innovation, another new pathway, because we were supported by the Filipino diasporas in the US, about 300 villages and about 90 from Canada and about 30 from Australia. And so the most successful Filipino professionals were in these three areas. And they were also the most generous in terms of giving back to our country. And we would not have gotten to where we are now if not for the response. Gawad Kalinga was an idea whose time had come when we articulated our dream of ending poverty for our country within 21 years since we launched it globally in 2003. And amazingly, we got a very strong response from Filipino diasporas around the world, as well as major business corporations. And so today we have over, mentioned about 3,500 communities and counting, especially after Typhoon Haiyan. We got, New York Times came out with an article which said that Gawad Kalinga is now the most credible Filipino humanitarian organization, something that began from the Philippines.
I'm sure some of you know a bit of Normandy. We have a bit of history in common when you guys came over to free us up in 1945, June 6. But there was a long journey, so I am not Filipino, I have no history of the Philippines. I don't even know if there is any single Filipino in Normandy. I've never met any before. I did not know the little boxer, Manny Pacquiao or something. So really no history about the Philippines. But I was taking up my master, as it was mentioned earlier. And my master was business and entrepreneurship. So you're being trained to start your own business. But this was back in 2011, where no one is starting businesses anymore in my country. But it's more the other way around. Everyone is closing down businesses in my country.